it's Amy from Amy J's Creations, and I'm back again. A little bit of a delay, but I'm back to discuss some of my cross-stitching things. Last week, there was a lot of stuff going on in our family. Kind of major, really sad, hard stuff. I can't say anything more than that, but I was not in a position to make a video. Not in the right headspace at all. Things are still hard, but they are looking better. We hope that the hardest part is now over with, and so I'm back to share my stitching. Now, there is not a whole lot to share. This might be the shortest video I have ever made. We were out of town. We went up to Oberammergau and watched the Passion Play. We that was really fun, and I did try to stitch a little bit in the car, but mostly I just sat and watched the beautiful scenery and listened to a good book, and slept a little. So yeah, not a whole lot of stitching. My library course is over, so I don't have any more train stitching time, but this thing that I'm working on, I'll show you. It's easy enough that I can finish it at night when I watch TV. Okay, so I do have, but here, let me show you the first one. This was my WhipGo number called. And I now officially have a bingo in WhipGo. Because I finished this. Isn't it amazing? Oh, look at that. Look at that. I love the effect of the single floss thread half stitch in the background. It's just amazing. I love this stitch. It took a while. I messed up in several places, but you know what? It's done and it looks fantastic. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get this framed and hang it up this Christmas. Oh, look at those sweet little angels coming down from heaven to sing. So cute. This whip is so old that I don't remember when I started it, people. I don't. But I know when I finished it. So now my second WhipGo is in this Ancient Stony Creek collection book. It is this. And I am finishing it for my mother because she started it. Here, I'll take it out of the hoop. This one, the linen that she's using is so floppy I can't do in-hand stitching. But, you know what? I should probably put something behind this. There we go. Normally I have the shutters shut, or the curtains shut, but it's raining today, and so the light from back there isn't really messing with the lighting in here anymore. So, here's that. She's so cute. So I've got a lot of back stitching to do and filling in this. And I have enough markers, I guess I want to say, like these, and there's some bright pink flowers, that even though this is like a jumble of colors, I can go through and pick. So right now I've chosen one symbol. It's the X 502, and I'm going through and doing all the X's, and I'm almost done. And then I will start on, pick another symbol and go all the way through and try to do all of those until it's done. This I finished in like 5 days, even though my WhipGo goal was 10. I have 10 more days on this, but I also think it's not going to take 10 days. I've worked on it 1 day so far. And it's not going to take another full 10 days. So yeah, and then there's little buttons that get sewn on right here. And then I do have, my mother gave me the buttons for the companion piece of the little boy. If I don't have any you know, she bought this 20 years ago, yeah, you know, a long time ago. But if I can find a similar cloth, at least the count, then I will do this, the boy for her as the companion piece. But for sure, I'll give her this one. The tricky thing on this one, besides the confetti and the floppiness of the cloth, is that my mother stitches a different direction than I do. And so the first time I went back to work on this, I was like, whoops, my cross X's are in the wrong spot, wrong direction. So I had to pull out a couple I left in. She's my mom, she won't care. Okay, sorry, I try not to say but today I'm still a little scatterbrained. Like, we're doing better, but we're still not sleeping so great, still a lot of worries. So I'm kind of anyway. All right, I finished. Last time I showed you I had started this cute little birdhouse border. Well, I finished. Look at that. Really like it. Very happy with how it turned out. And then I had time, not on the train, well, a little on the train, but mostly at lots of doctor's appointments and hospital visits, to start another one. This is this is from Lizzie Kate. It was one of her freebies that she came out with during the lockdown in 2020. And it says, like, be kind, be something, and be well. So I started that. And this variegated floss is the same DMC that I used over here in this birdhouse. So that will also coordinate. And look at that. On this tiny little strip of cloth, I got I'm going to get 3 full stitches in here for 3 little pillows. These, okay, so it still blows my mind how much fabric people waste. And that's the only word for it. Waste that I see. Trying to think of her name. I can see her face. Lady Robbins, in Seattle area. I love her. I've been watching her Flosstubes for a long, long time. She does amazing work. She just seems, she's a librarian like me. She loves to read. Her style, I like everything. But she was showing so I'm like behind in my Flosstubes. So I watched one that she filmed like 2 weeks ago. Maybe even 2.5 weeks ago. Just this morning. And she had this giant piece of fabric, people. And she's like, and she had 2 ornaments, spaced like this. And she's like, I'm hoping I can get 2 more, maybe 4 more on there. And I'm like, I could have gotten 8 on there. Like, or 10. People's margins, I know they say 2 inches. That's banana pants. If you're going to lace like a sampler, sure. But for a little pillow, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch margin is plenty. Plenty. Anyway, so glad I saved my strips so that I can have all these cute pillows that I will work on. All right, last but not least, haul. Well, I'm going to have a whole bunch of haul in a couple of weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Because my sweet firstborn daughter, Sarah, is coming home. She will be here July 2nd. I am so excited. And that sweet angel went to Michael's and then went over to Joann's. Was it Joann's or Hobby Lobby? One of them. They're like right next door to each other. And got me so much DMC floss. Like, I went through all my things and wrote down every color that I went on the DMC website of like all their colors. Went through my 3 bins of floss and found all the ones I don't have, wrote them down, and she went and got them all for me. And is going to bring them back. Excuse me. Yes, I will pay her back. But I'm so happy. Other haul. It's not really haul. It was a gift. So at church, this lady comes up to me And she's like, hey, Amy, I have this thing. I took it from my mom, who her mother died like 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Took it from my mom, and but I'm never going to do it. And so I know you cross stitch. Would you like it? And it's this. It's the footprints in the sand photo. Now, or poem, not photo. Growing up, my grandmother had this poem cross stitched, and I think my mom made it for her, hanging on her wall, and it was completely different design, but it was hanging up. And she also had one about sand dollars, and she had like an actual sand dollar down on the bottom. There's something about sand dollars and what they represent. I don't know, but anyway. So now this is a stamped cross stitch, which I have done one of those before. It's not my favorite because the stamp actually kind of gets in the way. But if I look at this correctly, it's so I don't have to stitch the whole poem. That's already on there. It's just the decorations around. I have a feeling that I will work on this and give it back to the girl who gave it to me. So that she can have it, because it came from her mom. But I may not. I may be greedy and decide to keep it. You know, it depends on how I'm feeling. But it's really nice. It's the full kit. It's got the fabric. It's got all the floss. It's got the instructions for finishing. And look, it even came with this cute little needle. So, that was fun. Future plans, like I said, short video, folks. Future plans, I'm going to continue to work on Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. Try to finish that up. And then when that gets done, continue to work on my Be Well and wait for the next numbers to get called for July. I will probably still be able to make at least one more video, 2 more videos. And then we're going to be going on vacation to Wales for the summer. And so I don't know how much time I'll have to film. I'm definitely going to take one break, so it'll be like a month break. But you know what? You sweet people who watch me and comment all the time, you're fine with that. I know. It's summer. Everybody's busy. I will say this. I know I was very cryptic. If you could offer up any good thoughts and prayers for healing, especially mental healing, for my family, we would really appreciate that. And all I can say is thank goodness we live in Switzerland with good health insurance and laws that give women autonomy over their bodies. My husband just told me about the Roe v. Wade decision that came down, the reversal of it, and that is really not the, I'm sorry to get political, but that just, it breaks my heart for all those ladies, young girls, pregnant by incest, pregnant by rape. What are they supposed to do now? Not allowed to get an abortion in some states. Horrible. That's backwards. Backwards development, folks. Okay. Off my soapbox. Sorry. Just tripped over it. It was just laying there in the road and I couldn't skip it. Stitch Basel. Go to Facebook page. Stitch Basel. I made a page for it. Super excited. We hope as many people from Europe can come. And if some crazy people from America want to join and tack it on to a trip to Europe, awesome sauce. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. Take care, everybody. Cheers.